What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight, okay, making their debut on the channel tonight, we have Autumn Bride. Yes, indeed. How about that? Autumn Bride making their debut on the channel. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all of the clicks and the likes and the bibbity boobity bop, do me a favor before you do all that stuff. Please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from AB5, and this is actually AB5's prioritized request for the month of March for being a silver tier member on the Patreon page. So, there you go, AB5. Hope you enjoy the show, ma'am. AB5 wanted to see me react to this song by Autumn Bride called Fear and Devotion. Now, have I heard the song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard this song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait a second, I've heard this song before, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This was posted by Autumn Bride Topic, okay? And the video has 2,100 views. There you go. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Fear and Devotion. That's all I got. It does say Autumn Bride up here. Look, this is the link that I was given by AB5. So if we're not in the right spot, don't blame me. Blame AB5. He gave me this link. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
I feel you everywhere in all my dreams. I see you in the trees. They scream your name. Oh, but when you're near, don't you know I feel the same? I can't see you anymore. Now you can't hear. Your skin born from the fire, like ghosts in the sea, somewhere between fear and devotion. No mercy for me. I'm blinded by heavy emotions. I see you everywhere.
That chordal progression in the chorus. I mean, it root down to the 7, and instead of going down to the 6, they go up to the 6. So they do that octave jump on that 6 transition, and then down to the 3, down to the 2, down to the root again, down to the 7 again, underneath, and then again, instead of going down to the 6 underneath, they jump up to the 6, down to the 3, up to the 5 to resolve. I like it. I like it. It sounds good. And I like the fact that they're doing that jump at the 6. It makes, it would sound, okay, it would sound heavier if they went down to the, man, to everybody. Just wanted to jump up and make her presence felt, I guess. As I was saying, if they had gone from the root down to the 7, down to the 6, I think it would have been heavier, but it would have made the transition from the 6 to the 3. It would have made it a little more, for lack of a better word, it would have made it sound a little more janky. So doing the jump at the octave at the 6, so root down to 7, up to 6, I think that makes more sense. I think it made the transition from the 6 down to the 3, and then from the 3 either going down to the 2 or up to the 5, wherever we are in the song, it makes it feel smoother. So I agree with that decision. Even though part of me does kind of wish they had gone down to the 6, because I think that would have been super heavy. Vocally, she sounds good. She sounds solid. I'm not going to sit here and say that she sounds like the most amazing vocalist I've ever heard on the channel, because that would absolutely be a lie. But she sounds good with what she's doing, and what she's doing fits the context of the song. So I got no problem with that. It sounds fine. I know people are waiting for me to make the comparison to all the other female vocalists I've had on the channel, and where does she stand? Somewhere in the middle. She doesn't sound bad, but at the same time, she's not blowing my mind either. So anyway, let's keep going here.
The dream came true. Oh, when all our hope is lost, we hide our tears. Oh, my body's floating in the sea of madness. While I feel lost, while open my eyes.
Good scoop.
Now you can hear I'm a skin born from the fire. Like ghosts in the sea, somewhere between fear and devotion. No mercy for me. I'm blinded by heavy emotions. Like ghosts in the sea.
7, up to 6.
Somewhere between fear and devotion. No mercy for me. I'm blinded by heavy emotions.
Bridge. 6. Down to the 5. Okay.
Like ghosts in a sea.
Saw that coming.
Somewhere
Layout.
between fear and devotion.
Very fitting for the style of the song.
I'm blinded by heavy emotions. Like ghosts in a sea. Somewhere between fear and devotion. No mercy for me. I'm blinded by heavy I'm blinded by heavy emotions.
I have mixed feelings. And it all revolves around the vocalist. Everything else I dug. But I do have mixed feelings on the vocalist. Let me get my thoughts together. I'll see you in the review, and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Autumn Bride with Fear and Devotion. This was a request from AB5. And this was actually AB5's prioritized request for the month of March for being a silver tier member on the Patreon page. So, there you go, AB5. I hope you enjoyed the show, man. There's really not a lot to talk about as far as the songwriting goes, the arrangement goes, the instrumentation goes. There's not a lot to discuss, but there is one thing that is a little bit of a point of contention with me, and that would be the vocals, and we are going to talk about that. Let's start with the score first, and you'll see what I mean. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give that a 7.2. Yep, 7.2. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, first things first, a 7.2. What does that mean? Well, a 7.2 would translate to a really good skill rating. So overall, I think this was a really good song. It would also get 4 out of 5 stars and a B letter grade. Yes, B. B as in boy. So there you go, 7.2, really good skill rating, 4 to 5 stars, and a B letter grade. Now, how did I come up with that score? So glad you asked. Okay, let's just knock everything else out of the way. The songwriting, it's good. It's really good. Okay, I got no issue with the songwriting whatsoever. I think the songwriting was really well done. I think everything was done well. I think the chordal progression lined up really nice. Everything flowed really well together, and everything made sense. When we did that octave jump in the chorus from the root down to the 7 rather than going down to the 6, despite the fact that personally I kind of wish we had, because I think it would have sounded a lot heavier, it makes more sense to jump up an octave to the 6 because of what was coming next. They were thinking ahead when they were doing their songwriting. So by doing that octave jump up at the 6, it made transitioning down to the 3, and from the 3 either going down to the 2, down to the root, or from the 3 up to the 5, transition back to the beginning again. It made more sense. It was a lot smoother from a transition standpoint. Like I said, I would have loved to have heard them go down to the 6 just for the heaviness standpoint, but you gotta go with what they did because it makes more sense from a transitional standpoint. So no issues there whatsoever. Everything I kind of saw, I'm not saying the song was predictable, but there were a few times where I was like, yep, I saw that coming. The bridge, from the 6 to the 7 to the 8, excuse me. Like I said, I'm not trying to say it's predictable, but we did see that progression happening. And then when we had the layout, everybody lays out except for the vocals, and everything's being very brought down, drums laid out, and it's very, it got very pretty. We saw that coming, right? We all saw that breakdown happening. So again, I'm not trying to say the song's predictable, but at the same time, it's like, yep, we saw that coming. I guess to some extent you can say that's predictable, but everybody has this negative connotation about predictability. Does that make the song bad? No, it doesn't make the song bad. Just because the song's predictable doesn't mean the song's going to be bad. It just means that you can see things coming, and when it happens, it's like, yep, I saw it coming, which to some extent gives people a sense of validation. So I guess that's valid for that. Now, everything about the song sounded good. The instrumentation sounded really good. I had no issue with that whatsoever. The songwriting, like I said, made perfect sense. But the only thing about this, and I hesitate to jump on this right off the gun, but I am going to some extent. The vocals. Now, I'm gonna blow some people away here. I think the vocalist is fully capable of doing more than what we saw in this song. Okay? I think she's probably more than likely very capable of hitting higher notes, singing with more power, singing with more projection, having a better range, a more of an open throat tone. I believe she's capable of being a much better vocalist than what we heard here, okay? I'm going to fully say that and fully acknowledge that. And the reason I'm saying that is because we saw some of that at the end when she went up. Now, having said that, I think what she did for the song, for the most part, fit the song like a glove, and anything more than what she delivered in this song might have been a deterrent from the song. And I'm going to go back to the ending where she went up. Folks, I don't know about you, but me personally, hearing that section where she suddenly got open throat and up in that upper register with some really nice clarity, it didn't fit the song. It did not fit the song at all. It was not necessary. They put that part in just so that she could show off her chops a little bit. Guys, if you want to show off her chops, save it for another song. This is not the song to do it, because everything else she sang that was more simplistic, more limited in range, more focused on delivery as far as a rock style vocalist, that all fit the song, okay? I'm not taking anything away from her. I think everything she sang on this song, other than that last part, fit the song like a glove. Now, hearing what she is capable of doing, that's nice, but does it fit the context of the song itself? That one section at the end, does that really fit into the motif of the rest of what she did in the song? No, it stuck out. It absolutely stuck out. You want to show off her chops? Save it for another song. Not this song. That ending really kind of rubbed me wrong. It really did. Did that affect the score? Yes, but not a whole lot. It only brought it down like 0.1. So we went from a 7.3 to a 7.2. It's not that big of a difference, folks. Don't lose your heads over it. But yeah, I didn't like that ending, man, with her vocals. I didn't like the fact that they used that section to show off what she's capable of. I had a feeling through the whole song that she was capable of far more than what we were hearing. And I'm sure there are other songs in the repertoire where she is able to show off her chops, where she's able to show off her range and her projection and her diction and her power. I'm sure there are other songs where she can do it. Save it for those songs, not this song. This song didn't need it. Because everything else that she did in the song was just fine. It fit like a glove. It sounded nice.
Nice, nice, nice.
Anyway, that's how I feel. That's how I came up with the 7.2. I feel good with that score, and that's where we're going to stay. So let's wrap everything up here in a nice shiny bow, shall we? We have a 7.2, which is a really good skill rating, 4 to 5 stars, and a B letter grade. Take your pick. I don't care. Whichever one of those floats your boat. Final word, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope y'all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, well then by all means feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later, peace.